Let's go visit the local tribe, see if they know why you guys were kidnapped. Oh.
That sounds like a plan.
Soon, you come up to the massive walls of Austin. The large elevator coming down to greet you. After all, you signaled your way towards them. And as you're coming towards it, you see the inspector officials walking out and looking over towards you guys. As you come up towards the doors. It's like, oh, it's you, Logan.
Yep. Mission accomplished. We're going back.
Should I bother checking you over? He says as he walks up and down your vehicle. Checking out, it's like, Caleb? He looks towards you and he removes his mask. It turns out this guy's one of your customers that regularly visits your shop to fix his car. He's one of the cops of the city.
Oh, hey there.
Hey, you may not remember me. His name's Dave. How you doing? He holds out his hand to shake your hand.
I'll shake his hand. I'll say, well, truth be told, yeah, not really good with names and faces, but I remember your car.
Of course. I mean, it's standard issue, but I can't stand the corporate ones that keep repairing it. I prefer you. He looks over everybody else. He's like going over Nix and then Ruben, and then he looks towards the bar girl, Joe, and it's like, gotta say, you got a strange group here.
Yeah, they've been through a lot, man. Can we like, spirit along? They've had a really rough day.
You know, the normal checks.
I mean, come on, old time's sake.
Fine. I know you don't bring anything dangerous in here anyway.
Of course not. I'd be out of a job.
Besides, apart from the drone, don't really seem to be bringing back much actual salvage.
Nah, we got nothing, man. We're clean.
Alright. You see him motion his hand, his finger up and spinning his hand around, and the elevator starts lifting towards the door once more.
Thanks, man. Next time we meet up at the bar, drinks are on me, alright?
Of course.
I'll hold you to that.
He nods and gives you a small salute as he turns around to keep checking out over the horizon. And soon you drive through the tunnels into Austin City proper.
Just out of curiosity, while we were at the gate, looking back, was there any, like, plumes of smoke in the distance from the explosion?
Oh yeah, but then again, plumes of smoke in the distance in this kind of world isn't exactly uncommon. It is a rather big one, however. More dust and sand going up with it.
Just curious. It's like, we had nothing to do with that, don't mind
Man,
us.
that facility blew up good.
The hustle and bustle of the city is clear around you. Actually, Logan, you do hear something over your comms unit.
Oh?
So?
Right. Looks like the fixer got wind that we just entered the city. He told us to meet him at Caleb's place. Huh, how about that? I guess you know him then.
Well, apparently.
Well,
Or at least he knows of you.
I guess give me directions. I don't know where you live, so, point the way.
I'll start giving him directions, and also, Caleb would never even think that the person would have heard of him. He has no sense of self-worth lately.
Ah, poor Caleb.
Poor Caleb!
I feel
You know what I think Caleb needs right now? I think he needs some puppy therapy right now.
He's got his drone, he's got a dog next to him along with Ruben. He's good in the back.
It's okay, don't worry. Bubba has a way of healing all your wounds.
Bubba's a good dog.
If Bubba can get me my job back at Omnicorp, that'd be fantastic.
I mean, Bubba's amazing, but I think that's a little bit above him.
Ruben's kind of like petting Bubba, whatever, being super friendly, and he's like, so I noticed his eye.
Yep.
What happened?
Long story. That's how I picked him up. He was in the desert fighting some kind of creature. Brave fella. Don't know how he ended up there, or why he was on his own, but I lent him a help. I lent him a helping hand, and he's been following me around ever since. He's a good boy. So, I kept him.
He gives a small, tired ruff.
The wastes are a pretty dangerous place, you know. I mean, you make the most of it. Figured, what the hell? I could always use a companion out there.
He is a very good dog. Who's a good boy?
He enjoys his scratches and praises. He deserves them after all. As you're going through the hustle and bustle of a large city, you hit this is a very much more relaxed sort of city compared to any of the other Asgard cities. After all, they seem very much more down to earth. People are wearing whatever they like. There's no latest fashion trend. There are minimal advertisements, and ones that are more or less on the buildings and not giant holographs that places like New York or Atlanta would get. There's no need for an insight check. He is always good for boy. And soon enough, I suspect that your garage is out on the outer rim of Asgard City and not in the deep, tall towers.
Yeah, he can't afford that shit.
Which actually works for us because I'm assuming that our car really stands out right now.
Well, it's true. While there are some rough cars and some that have added on things, your pre-Fallen War car is very unique to this place,
Which reminds me.
especially with your off-road towers. Soon enough, you roll into the garage. Parking inside the suburbs outside with some wind power for their own personal, well, use is very much more relaxed, even coming through where you came from before. And as you do come inside, you can park wherever you like, in the middle. You do see a figure coming down the stairs.
There we go. If somebody is curious about how the car looks like. Just imagine something along those lines.
Yeah, essentially.
It's basically custom fit to be able to handle the wastes and all the jumps and the rough terrain. That's why the suspension's pretty tall.
Jesus.
And imagine on the hood wall there's like a turbo engine like sticking out. Like a big fucking meaty thing that you're gonna see on a supercharged car.
As I was saying, as coming down the stairs from your living quarters, Caleb, you see a figure dressed in intimidating but very stylish clothes. Their face totally covered. And their voice coming out robotic. I see you have come.
Boxers,
Well,
what the
geez,
hell are
make
you
yourself
doing, man?
right at home in a stranger's place. Why don't you?
What's with the weird getup, man?
I do not know what you mean.
I'm gonna walk up to him and remove the helmet. Seriously, you're embarrassing yourself.
As you remove the helmet, he also ditches the coat. And as you do... Wait a moment. You see this man standing there, Apparently he's wearing glasses, like, shades under the helmet. Yeah, alright, you got me, dude. Anyway, welcome. And, sorry about coming from upstairs, you know, I was, planning on surprising you guys.
Uh-huh. Where's my money?
I have it.
Uh-huh.
Can I introduce myself first?
Fine.
Anyway, my name's Eddie. You may call me, of course, Waxer.
What's the point of giving them your real name?
They have to know who I am. Dude, why?
You're a fixer. You're supposed to use your handler's name. Otherwise, that's bad for business. What if somebody finds out your name and... Oh, never mind.
I'm fine, man. I got no family to worry about. Anyway, I'm sure you have lots of questions. I put on tea upstairs. Hope you don't mind, Caleb. You come upstairs? He looks around to all of you.
Logan looks...
Tea, I don't mind, but if you got into my liquor, there's gonna be hell to pay.
No, I bought tea myself.
Logan
Don't
just
worry,
looks at him sternly like, dude, you're making yourself comfortable in somebody else's house. Seriously?
I saved their asses. He says as he
He
starts
looks at
walking
him
up the stairs.
the same way because I think there was saving of asses, but you were somehow not involved.
I was instrumental.
Uh-huh.
Okay, can we start from the beginning?
Well, if you want to go back to the beginning, you're going to have to get back into simulation, but...
Okay, actually, let's start there. What the fuck was up with that?
I'm not completely sure, but I saw through Oni's eyes. Well, I saw through her head camera, at least. The fact is, it looks like they had several people hooked up to these machines, running these simulations. Your one was...
Gathered that. Who's they?
Ah, that, thanks to your friend Caleb over there, I now know as Odyssey. Whoever they are, they've been buying people from the local tribals. No idea why, though. I knew. My personal theory is that they go all the way to the top. All the way to Omnicorp.
I start glaring at the black box.
It's only a theory, though.
I am Adam. How can I be of assistance today?
Wouldn't happen to know anything about this Omnicorp?
Omnicorp. I have extensive knowledge regarding Omnicorp. Are you interested in a particular facet? Omnicorp was founded in 2022 in the basement of Omnicorp's founder, Alexander Fedilci.
Okay, let's skip ahead, see what kind of, you know anything about their, kidnapping department?
Scanning the database. Omnicorp does not deal with human trafficking.
This is true. They're actually against
Right.
And the word Odyssey isn't linked to Omnicorp at all.
No. I have done extensive scans of the term Odyssey. There are no active endeavors within Omnicorp with this... or... Shit, what's the English term for that? With this acronym. You can be resting assured that Omnicorp had nothing to do with your kidnapping.
Hey,
Because my theory's been...
Excuse me. What do you think's the likelihood that Omnicorp has files, areas of expertise that they don't put in your publicly accessible memory files?
If Omnicorp is withholding information, it is for the betterment of humanity.
That wasn't an answer, robot.
I'm sorry, I'm not a robot. I am an AI. The Advanced Data Administration mainframe. Would you like to know more?
hey,
No.
Eddie, I think you've gathered by now, but something seems off about that AI. You, seen anything like it?
You can hear him, by the way. He seems to be instantly convinced that Omnicorp didn't have anything to do with it because of Adam's words. And he's like, maybe Grace. No. If they had anything to do with this, but They would have a technology. Apparently, he was just throwing conspiracy theories out.
Yeah, that's a bad habit of his. Ignore him. But seriously though, can we get inside? I could really use with some, something to drink.
As you can see, basically you come from this area upstairs and up here. So currently he's sitting down. Oh,
So
actually,
Caleb, you mentioned something about the liquor bar?
Yes, I did.
Wait, show me the way.
I suppose you've earned a bottle.
Hey, that's a good man right there.
But yeah, you were asking me about the AI, right, dude? 1 second. Not really. I mean, easiest way to figure out this is, hey Adam, how does it feel today?
Sorry, you were asking him.
How does it feel today?
The temperature outside is currently a balmy 29 degrees Celsius.
Celsius. Say that again in freedom units, thank you.
That's
But how does it-
high 70s.
But I asked you, how does
Literate
it
people.
feel, Adam?
It's Eddie who's asking me this.
Yeah, Eddie's asking you.
Adam's diodes all blink across the board once. Adam's love protocols does allow Adam a limited amount of feeling. Adam is currently feeling perplexed.
Interesting.
See, I told you something's weird about that AI. Is it broken?
Ruben is helping himself to some tea and not really paying a lot of attention to everything else going on.
I don't
Hey
think
Adam,
you're
how'd you wind up in that facility?
Same with all you dudes. Of course, you may have a clear memory of what happened.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking, since he was not unconscious for as much of it as we were, I'm assuming.
Just hook him up to the TV, dude. I'll get it to work.
I will attempt to do that.
He nods and sips his iced tea.
And Logan's gonna go secure a nice bottle of whiskey. And of course he's
So-
gonna share.
So wait, is Nix and Logan searching for the alcohol, are they?
Yep.
I see. So, Adam, do you want to display the memory? Because I can describe it in detail like that on the TV.
Well, you're gonna hook me up to the TV, I assume, to which Adam is going to respond. This TV does not have the appropriate access codes to be linked to an Adam unit. Access denied.
I think it's being bratty. Somebody walk it.
That's alright, it's my television, it's fine, Adam.
Confirmed. Override accepted. Right. Well, Adam has received orders. He will display all the things that he can remember.
Essentially, from Adam's perspective, you see him in one of the transports, a rickety old thing, but inside the transport there were 4 Omnicorp heavily armed guards, and also Adam's secure box inside of a safe. However, during the initial fighting, the guards were killed by the tribals and what appeared to be trained beasts. Once down, Adam was carried by the tribals along with all of you, who were out cold from what appeared to be a chemical attack, as what appeared to be around once the door opened was a thick green mist. Once reaching a certain point in the desert, Adam was transferred over to the very same man you saw before. Layered in cybernetics and combed over hairdo, he proceeded to turn Adam off. Well, off is subjective, but he basically put him into sleep mode, and at that point moved on to where you are in a simulation. For some reason, he seemed to have access to Adam and his systems. Or
We didn't see him hack into it at all. He just was able to turn him off.
Yes, he's more or less. Adam would know that his systems can be put into sleep mode, but can be put into sleep mode by anyone who is authorized to do that, but not. But only admin can access his data, like all the data he has, and then the director is deep data. So, in other words, what what he currently had was somebody who could turn him off, like a technician or something. That's the grade
Okay.
you're looking at. Well, I don't
Ruben's
recognize.
just kind of sipping his tea, just kind of regarding the footage. Yeah, I mean, it looks as if he was abducted just like the rest of us. It was, some things like I've never seen the tribes outside of the cities to gather in such large numbers before.
That's
What
Ruben
strikes me
wants.
as odd is that if the tribals were being paid to collect people, then it's entirely possible that they didn't even realize what Adam was when they got it.
True, they do seem to sell a lot of things. They normally keep some things. Actually, dude, for instance, Nix, I got some bad news. The tribals may not have your vehicle.
Where is it then?
I gotta look into it and, check some scouting reports. I promise I'll find it. It's just that,
Best get on that then.
yeah, don't worry, I will. After tea. He says it.
The tea is very nice.
You had a vehicle too?
Thank you.
Yeah. I did, apparently.
That's correct, she's a
Good to
pilot,
have it.
son. Besides, this
I
may
could
be
put out some
good.
feelers with other mechanics in the area, see if it turns up.
Know any
Hey.
chop shops for aircraft?
Aircraft, in that case, I'm not so sure. That'd stick out like a sore thumb.
That's what I hope so.
Hey, don't worry. I'll feel out, and besides, you may be able to find more by me finding where the tribals are in the first place, you know what I mean? But there is a small problem that I forgot to tell you guys about. Those people,
Just one?
they may be after you, and may not have forgotten you once you disappeared like my plan was. In fact, they may be angry at not only you, but Logan and Oni as well. Thankfully, don't know about me, however.
Oh, don't worry, I'll make sure to tell them if they come knocking on my door, because that wasn't part of the plan.
Look, I thought they would just forget you guys, but I intercepted the comms, and apparently you guys somehow really ticked them off. Apparently you have something of theirs. I have no idea. Look, I'm sorry if the plan didn't go totally, but I promise, if I got a plan, I'll fix it.
You better. I don't want somebody knocking on my door tonight, Eddie. I cut on that shit a long time ago. I don't want any trouble anymore.
Well, that's another problem. As a professional fixer, I don't suggest you guys, go out alone. It may be better if we stay right here.
What? Eddie, what the hell did you drag me into? God
Well,
damn it,
I
man!
don't. Look, I don't know how deep this goes.
You said this was just a simple operation. We bust in, we get them out, we go our separate ways, we get paid. I told you, I don't want any more bullshit after what happened last time. That's the only reason I agreed to this fucking job.
Dude, calm
Let
down.
me guess. You fell for the one more job line.
Shut up, I'm not in the mood for jokes right now. We agreed to do this at half our normal rate for you, Eddie. You can't fuck us over like this. You think Connie's gonna be happy when she hears this? She's gonna pop your head like a fucking zit when she finds out.
Dude, calm down. Have some tea. It's calming.
Fuck
Okay.
your tea. And he starts downing the whiskey.
Warning.
I got a
Murder
question.
is illegal and should not be condoned.
Fuck you too, Adam.
Please define fuck.
Wants to stick your dick inside your chassis.
The Atom unit is not designed for intercourse. Would you like the Atom unit to contact Omnicore to try out our new Omnicore companion bot?
Please, Adam. Not now.
Look, I don't even know. I got some theories of who these guys are behind. But anyway, Caleb, you were trying to ask me something. I'm sure you'd be more civil than this, dude.
Well, don't get me wrong, I'm a little agitated as well, but perhaps you can enlighten us as to why someone paid you so well to have us, total strangers, be rescued.
This is what you misunderstand. I am the one who got you out. You see, I've noticed these goings on for quite a while, and, well, I'm big into conspiracies and the like, and none of the other victors or my clients would even believe me. So, when I finally got solid video proof of the tribal's handing someone over, you guys, I went over to this dude here. He points towards Logan, who's probably still neck deep in the bottle, and he goes,
By the way, out of character, if you guys remember in the facility, Logan said he's being paid well. He lied because he felt embarrassed that he's doing this for half price. That's mercenary pride right there.
and, well, you know how it is. I hired him, and I didn't want you guys to die, and I finally found where they were being people were being taken, and of course I was the big hero and got everyone out and did all the planning. So essentially, I'm the one who saved you guys.
I am flattered, kind of Ruben says, putting the tea down on the tabletop. I am flattered, really, but what's your interest in the three of us, I guess? That's how it works, four of us. The four of us particularly. Like, is there a reason why you chose to save us, like, to get us out and to bring us back here rather than to say anybody else that was captured at the facility?
Well, it's more that I knew your faces, and, well, some of you have rather complex history.
He's
for
bullshitting
instance,
you, it
think-
was dumb luck. We just got cut wing of your convoy, so you were the first guys we could actually track and follow.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, apart from the Atom unit, that was a great find, but I will admit it was kind of dumb luck.
So yeah, sorry to burst your bubble, but it's nothing special. You guys just got lucky.
I'll take what I can get. Continues to sip the tea.
That's true, we are alive, which is, well, depending on your perspective, it's better than nothing.
Exactly. See, Logan, you should listen to them.
Shut up.
On the other hand, being hunted down by a mysterious corporation with access to the kinds of supplies that they had access to doesn't sound like much of a living, so I think we should try to be figuring a way to remedy that.
Yeah, what he said.
Hey guys, don't worry. I got at least a way to stop you getting attacked on the streets. For instance, all you have to do is join me.
Join you.
Correct, dude.
Join you how?
Well, for one, he pushes up his aviator glasses and goes, Number one, well, there's this sort of mercenary sect, you know? You ever heard of the Hunters?
Have I heard of the Hunters?
They are actually a part of the world. One second.
Oh, right.
By the way, whoever knows about the Hunters, you'll notice that Logan has a small badge that's clearly visible on his chest. He's a hunter.
Now, you guys may well, may not be able to become actual hunters, but if you work with us, you would have a protection of the hunters, and they're highly respected. So no one's just gonna be shooting you out on the streets or suddenly, or take out your sniper fire, you know? And we can work towards getting these guys off your back. Eddie is a very, very good boy.
We're in Austin, right?
Yes, you're still in Austin, in
Alright,
Caleb.
I'm gonna start looking around, seeing where if Hopper could be.
Ah, you're looking for Hopper. Well, that's easy enough. How would you like to look? Are you trying to look in the back channels of the underworld, looking around for general news, or...?
Yeah, I'm gonna be checking around the chop shops first, seeing if it hasn't been
chop
already taken by scavengers.
Well, it should be easy enough. Would you like to roll me a knowledge underworld?
Alright. Need to do...
You forgot something.
difficulty?
Yeah.
Bad.
I mean, you can just keep the roll, just put 2 purple dice.
Okay.
Oh yeah, destiny dice, right?
Yeah, get easy
2
roll it on
purple?
the side, it's fine. Yep, 2
Yeah.
purple. That's for base. We're seeing if you got any general information.
Oh, perfect. Make it just.
Ah, yep. You got 2 successes. So, as you're going around all the chop shops that you know around here...
God damn it.
Here we
Have
go
it-
with the black
we go
dice.
again.
Jesus Christ. Whew. This is lovely.
Are you rolling
So-
Destiny?
Yes.
Shoot, I feel stupid. I already forget how to roll Destiny.
You
You just
forgot
put
how
the
to
one next to the circle and then hit that D20 button, right?
next to Hox. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't do that right, apparently.
You forgot to put in the destiny dice, you rolled nothing. Oh my
Oh.
god!
Lovely. Ah, yes.
What even is this? Is this real life?
Right, so that's 1, 2, 3.
Who's left? Somebody didn't throw.
4.
Yeah, it's me.
Come on,
Am I
man,
gonna
one
save
white
you
guy,
again?
Save us.
I'll save you
Adam,
guys
my
again.
boy.
Oh,
Yeah,
Adam!
same as always.
MVP!
Adam is one with the Force. Everybody.
Okay, right.
This is
So
the
I'm-
second time this has happened, by the way.
Jesus, fuck.
So it's not completely. Oh wait, I forgot. I get to roll 2. I wonder if I'll roll more dark side. 1 second, let me check.
Yay!
No, I gave you roll. Okay, so it's even at 4 each. Wait a second. Is it 4? 1, 2, 3. No, 5. 4.
Good enough.
I've updated everybody, so now you have the correct amount of dice.
Actually,
Perfect.
no, we don't. It says 05. You fucked up.
Press sync to GM in
I
order
am
to...
multiple times. 05.
That's weird. That shouldn't be like that.
Yeah, it does the same thing for me.
Ah, there we go. 4-5.
Alright. Just needed a little bit to work. Right then. So, back to the chop shops. You're going around to various chop shops. You have probably been around these multiple times. After all, you're giving your less than legal job. You probably had to ditch a few inland vehicles. While none of the chop shops within this area have exactly seen or heard anything, they do point you towards somebody who may know. Since they were taken by tribals, from what information you've gathered, you know that they probably wouldn't be entering the city proper, but there is one place that may be able to help you, and that place is called... One moment. It's called Dusky's Chop Shop. It's also a
Right.
gas station, but in the underworld, he also does a bit on the side.
I'm gonna head over there.
You would have to get outside the city. Are you willing to get outside the city? You could rent a car, or because it is like a few miles out.
Damn.
If we're going on a field trip, I'd like to help you out.
All right. Yeah, I'll head back to the base of operations.
As you come into the garage, you see Eddie standing over what appears to be a laptop, looking over the general work area, and he waves to you and says, "Ah, dude, you're back! How'd it go, man?"
Who was that to?
It's to Unix.
Oh, I am sorry. I am still mostly
Sorry, you
asleep.
just woke up, yeah.
Can you repeat what he said?
He goes, "Hey man, you're back. How'd it go? Did you find out anything?"
No.
Oh, that's a shame, dude.
Tribals, I think. Pretty sure. Only place, next place to look for is this chop shop, a couple miles out of the city. Trip.
People would know. Would that be Duskies, man? Some hunters use that place too, you know, getting rid of old vehicle relics and stuff. Yeah, that may be
Better
a good place to
fucking not.
start. Don't worry, I'm sure your vehicle's fine. Dusky doesn't exactly just automatically chop him up. I mean, sometimes. Depends on how drunk he is. A little humor. You're not smiling. Okay.
That's because it's not funny.
Of course. Don't worry, I'm working on my own thing. Don't worry, you should be fine to go outside. I actually found out that you can just associate yourselves with hunters and they keep out looking for you, you know? It's fine. You never know when a hunter's around carrying a gun. They always jump to your aid as long as you know, stick around with each other.
Ruben kind of like enters the room and he's like, "Did somebody say field trip? I'll be truthful, I really, really want to get out of here. This isn't my kind of environment right now. It's there's dust everywhere."
Hey, don't we mean to Caleb's place? It's a good place. He says that and like a small little piece of metal falls down from his ceiling and clank to the floor. He's like,
This place is not up to code.
It could use a little work.
We don't have to take him. We don't have to take Black Box.
Hey, he's
I
alright.
have currently logged 426 building irregularities within this construction.
If you don't want to stay here, y'all can leave.
I like how everybody's being rude to the guy that's literally sheltering you right now.
Yeah, Adam don't care.
It's okay, Caleb. Like, sometime we'll pull out the broom and dustpan. I can help you do a little bit of tidying.
Exactly. This could be a great place of operations, and you know, when you get back, I may have a few jobs here and there. You could earn some real good money. I'm sure you like money, right?
I'm not opposed to it.
Ah, that's a good guy. Don't worry, it'll probably be just something to do with vehicles. May explode. It's totally fine. Don't worry, dude. It's fine. Yeah. He says, pushes up his aviator glasses before heading upstairs. So, you guys gonna go on your little field trip to Duskies? And how are you gonna get there?
Gonna drive?
You gonna rent a car or
I thought we were gonna use the
a muscle car? You'd have to
Yeah.
contact
Oh, the little
Logan for that.
bandit.
The little bandit. Yes, he's
the little bandit. All right. Where's the guy who drives the compensator? We should give him a call.
The little bandit.
One
thank you
moment.
very much.
Contacting compensator. Alright, I'll try and reach out to Logan.
Logan's gonna pick up his com. Yeah? Who is it?
Greetings, this is Adam, Advanced Data Administration Mainframe.
Oh god, it's
Your
the-
presence has been requested at... okay, what was the name they used? Your presence has been requested at Base of Operations.
Sure. I guess I'll be there in like half an hour.
Confirmed.
Jesus.
Your arrival estimations have been logged. Have a pleasant day.
That's one hell of an answering machine, but whatever. By the way, in case
So-
you guys are wondering, Logan took it upon himself since he hasn't been here in like a week or so. The account of having to plan your guys' risk and going to spring you out. So he hit one of the nearby bars he couldn't close to. For a quick drink
So-
and some information.
So how would you like to gather your information? Are you asking the locals? Because if so, you can
Nah,
roll something for it.
usually when he doesn't have anything specific, he just chats with the barkeep to see if there's anything new on the streets that he might know. That's what he usually does. And since he's feeling lonesome right now, he just says, "Hey barkeep, 2 shots of whiskey for me and my new friend here," and he just slides a random whiskey shot to somebody that's sitting on the bar next to him. Doesn't matter who.
As you slide the drink over, all you see is the guy's head raise up a little as the drink slides past him and keeps on sliding till the end of the bar where it just almost falls over, but it's still there. And he reaches over. It's like, thanks.
Cheers.
There we go.
I raise my glass. I'm assuming we're too far apart to actually, bang them, so I just raise my glass and say cheers as I down it. So, anything new happen while I was away?
The bartender, who has a magnificent mustache, you never knew how he got it to such magnificence with its curled and long. But he does address you, and as he's cleaning one of the glasses, well, there is the bolder bot that's going to be released, meant to patrol the walls, so to speak, against any flying Azure beasts.
Okay.
The ultimate defense, they say.
That's what we need. More fucking AI taking our jobs.
You know that those bots don't have real AI. It's all VI nowadays.
Doesn't matter, they're taking our jobs, aren't they?
Well, maybe, but most people don't like being eaten.
Oh, come on. You know there's no fucking substitute for a guy in a rifle patrolling the walls. Makes you feel safe. You
About
know,
a bot in a
no
rifle.
up there. These bots are just so fucking tacky.
Sad
Well-
beep boop noises.
Sad beep beep off in the distance. It's like, well, it is one story tall and has giant shield gun arms.
So impersonal.
Well, just bigger guns, isn't it? Same deal.
I wonder how much running it costs. You know, apart from it probably getting broken or eaten up electricity. Tell you what, man. Can't replace a human being. That's what I think.
That's true. Though robots will never skip out on their tab, so...
Logan has no idea what he's talking about. He has never skipped on a tab. Apart that one time where he had to skip a tab, but that was an exception.
He just sounds downtrodden, as if it's a common occurrence around his bar.
You know, Mikey, if you're having trouble collecting, you can just say so. Me and the boys are probably gonna give you a hand. That's why we're here for, you know?
I don't want to bother you, hunters. It's not really a job for you, but I'll give it a thought, you know?
Not about the pay, Mike. It's about the principle. If you need help, just say so.
Alright. I'll give it a thought, make a list, and I'll come back to you. Give you a
Okay.
few free drinks.
By the way, what do I owe you?
Don't worry. You can keep on your tab. You haven't been here for a while, so you may as well open a new one.
Thanks, mate. You're a real dapper gentleman. That's why the ladies like you, right? He looks around. Oh yeah, there's no ladies during this time of day. You really should put in a woman's hour, you know?
I guess so.
You know,
Never been a
like
fan of it
places.
personally.
I mean, seriously, apart from Oni, does any female actually walk into this bar ever?
Well, to be fair, a lot of women do follow her around.
I don't think you can count much on her fan club. They're here mostly for her, not for anything else, and that kind of depresses the rest of the guys.
True. Anyway, I heard what you were saying on the comms. You better get going.
Is listening in on my private calls now, aren't you?
He looks around at the mostly empty bar. Nothing else to do.
I guess this is why you hear all the latest news. I can't really blame you. Anyway, see you later, you prick. I'll be back when I can.
He gives you a small wave with his arm as his robotic arm extends and puts down the glass on the other side of the bar.
I tip my hat to the rest of the guys at the bar for a goodbye, and then I walk off and get towards the quote-unquote, how did Adam put it?
Base of operation.
Base of operation.
Base of operation. He heard it being referred to that, so now it's the base of operations until someone corrects him.
That's a very rude way to call somebody's home.
I mean, you're free to correct him.
Nah, I think I like it.
So it's been about 10, 20 minutes until finally Logan appears.
Did you guys see the thing I wrote in the chat?
Give me a second.
Oh,
I'm gonna
yeah.
assume that
There we go.
for that, so I'm not gonna comment.
Well, that's the idea, but I feel like that's probably going to take a bit of time. So we got some time to kill to make some money on the side.
Yeah, being hunted after is fairly bad for my medical portfolio, so I'd like to work that out, but baby steps.
After what's important has been taken care of.
The purpose of our current operations is to earn currency. Is this correct?
Sorry,
I don't
what?
know if we have a current operation just yet, but in a loose sense, yes.
Confirmed.
Well, it sounds like we're trying to rescue Nyx's car, find out the origin of it, so we don't have to rely on Logan to get from place to place all the time.
It's not a car.
Confirmed. Primary objective, acquire currency. Secondary objective, acquire transport. Tertiary objective, acquire chopper. Objects listed. Administrator, I have looked over the nearby job listings and I have 2,632 possible job listings that fits your skill. Would you like me to apply to them?
Give me the top 3 that are offering the most.
Confirm. Right, Roshi, I would like to roll. We're looking for jobs.
Nice.
Now, what kind of jobs would Adam look for? Because he is a legal machine, so
Well, see,
are
that's
these
the thing,
wage slave
right?
ones?
Here's the thing. Adam would have looked for regular jobs for the most majority, but he asked for the top 10, so he's looking for the top 10 most paying ones.
I'm assuming those will involve a lot of personal danger.
Yeah. We're talking dangerous jobs. You know, that pay a lot of money.
Go
What
fix
would you like me to
oil
roll?
well in the middle of the wasteland surrounded by Azure beasts. It pays well.
And they require a hacker, which fits your skill level.
Exactly, perfect.
You requested specifically money above safety.
Exactly.
Would you like me
Well,
to
if
roll
we die,
something?
we don't need to worry about money anyway. It's a win-win.
Let's see, what should you be looking
That's a
for?
positive attitude right there.
Exactly. Let's go for Core Worlds, which is basically the inner city. You're looking for jobs here, after all.
Oh. Forgot something again.
Oh, shit,
You're
yeah.
getting the two difficulty dice.
Man, life would be so easy if we didn't have to roll purples. Nice.
All right, cool. So essentially, you're after the top 3, correct?
Yep, the top 3
Alright.
most paying jobs in the city at the moment.
Let's see. The top 3 most paying jobs is one is CEO assistant. This is apparently bodyguard work as well. There is one opening for it currently. There is dental, and it's legal. This is the third option, of course. It's not. It's just a constant stream of good money. You then have number 2, which is strangely enough a delivery towards a place out in the wastes.
So the most
Well-
paying one is a job to
And-
deliver something in the waste.
And finally, the last one is working the Azure ducts down in the lower reaches of the city in order to fix a broken valve. Apparently, they have lost 5 people so far, which they are legally told to tell people before anybody applies.
Might I suggest the CEO position? He says as he's displaying all this information in front of you.
Well, that certainly sounds like the most, or the least rather, obviously dangerous.
That seems like there'd be a long interview process in order to get that one.
Which corporation is that for, by the way?
Omnicore. All of my job listings are from Omnicore. Why settle for less?
It's correct. It's
Omnicore.
for the local CEO of Omnicore, not the actual CEO.
Yeah, no, local boss
Which is
probably.
director.
Then,
Yeah.
Well, I thought we were trying to keep a low profile.
That is true. You would have to work a month before getting your first paycheck, of course.
yeah, obviously.
By the way, while this discussion is happening, Logan just walks in. Well, hey yo, you rank?
We require transportation.
Where you guys headed?
I will rattle off the coordinates of where we're going.
There's a
Actually-
chop shop just outside of town where we think that Nix's vehicle might be. Ruben kind of interjects after Adam's done.
That actually works. I was asked to do a few things out there. Sure, I'll give you a lift.
You know, if we're going outside the wall anyway, we might as well see about that delivery job.
Oh, let me take a look. Ash, can I roll something considering the wastes is kinda my territory to find out about the area where the delivery needs to be made?
Yeah,
Oh,
assume
that
I'm
is-
listing all the information, you know. Just read it off Adam's screen.
I would say, yes, you may roll outer rim, but with 2 blues due to the information.
Perfect. Sick. If I know something about that area specific, might be useful. Sadly, intelligence is not my best skill, but let's try it out. Hey!
Nice. Now, you would probably immediately know where this delivery is going to be because it's a place you've often been.
Oh?
Yes, it's actually in the vicinity of a place well known by hunters and people of the wastes for nice custom weaponry and an old friend.
Well, ain't that fucking... Logan just smiles confidently. Yeah, you should take this job, it's easy money. We can do it.
Very well. Administrator, would you like me to apply you to the position?
Sure, go ahead.
Right, I'm going to apply Adam's impressive persuasion skills to make them hire us.
Oh god.
Would I
If he
be
doesn't-
able to assist in contacting this group?
I was gonna
Does
say,
Adam need to
considering
speak
that
for
one of
us?
the hunters just mentioned my name, that should help you out a little.
Well, this is going to be fun. Well, you may do this because, let's see, you may... who's helping, actually?
I'm helping, since, you know,
You're
I'm...
helping... Ruben, you're helping, are you?
Yeah, I'm soft-spoken and kind.
Ah, fair enough. Okay, I would say 2 blues for the slightly kinder voice that you can use for Ruben, and also for the experience of a hunter. If you
Well, I
decide
guess-
to use them.
I guess the way
Okay.
this works is we can just compile a message, right? We're not like making a phone call.
Oh yeah, you can compile messages, send it off to him. So basically, Ruben's like, no, that isn't customer service. What you do when you talk to patients, you gotta be nice, calm, and
Yeah, you gotta work your way through a lot of bullshit in order to get anywhere in the medical.
And then just slap on a
community.
message. By the way, Logan Post is going to be part of the delivery crew. Know him? He's a hunter. Hunters, yeah.
Ruben makes
Hunters-
sure that he's spell checking everything.
Grammar is important when you're making a fucking UPS delivery across the wastes.
Adam, is that insulting to you that he would dare to even suggest that you would get writing wrong? You are Adam.
I mean, Adam is perfect, so what would you like me to roll?
You
Don't believe that's
negotiation.
Negotiation?
Negotiation with 2 blues and 3 purples, please.
I don't get to add my like yellow to that or not, do I?
When you're assisting somebody, skilled help adds blues, essentially.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I have 1 dice in negotiation.
Ooh.
I don't think I can actually succeed then.
Yeah, if we combine Adam and
wait,
Ruben's customer
isn't that,
service with Caleb's know-how, we can be the ultimate cool guy.
Isn't that what Ash intended for the Destiny dice in this game rather than rerolls? When you're not good at something, just use white dice to upgrade your odds a little bit. Might be a good chance to use it.
That's part of a normal Destiny dice. You can spend a Destiny dice in order to up your dice level. You can add an extra green.
Okay, so I can add 1 green to it.
Yeah, for this one roll, yes.
Okay, would you guys like me to use... Can we use more than 1?
You can use 1.
Only 1.
Just the 1. Okay. Is it really worth Adam rolling it then with only 2 greens?
I mean, why not? Give it a try, man.
Okay, because it's 3 purples, remember?
Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm.
But we just started. We've got plenty of dice to go around. Let's have some fun. I mean, let's get used to how things work, you know?
There.
So that's 3 greens and 2 blues. You've definitely got a slight advantage, so...
That's 2 greens
actually,
and 2 blues.
Well, it's 50-50. Why not?
That's fine. Take a roll.
That's a shame.
Yeah, we got 2 threats too, so that's not too good.
You rolled perception.
Oh yeah,
wait,
you rolled
so
perception.
roll 1. Yeah, roll again.
Oh, yeah, sorry. That was even a better roll than I could have rolled. Sure, I'll roll again.
Go ahead.
2 fails.
It's right.
Well, essentially, they are unsure exactly. For instance, they have no evidence of you ever been out in the waste before? They start asking a load of questions about, have you ever been out there? Have you been doing this? Have you ever worked for us before?
I'm gonna show my badge to Adam and say, scan it and send them a picture.
Of course, they are transporters, and just so you know, Nix, you would know these kind of people.
I'm going to warn them to leave my name out of it.
Nix? Do you hear me?
What's up?
I said you would know these kind of people given their, transportation history. Essentially, you're being asked to move things, and you were quite well known for that, so would you like to help?
Well, I mean, I don't have the capability to move cargo anymore, but once I get my hopper back, I'm entirely down to do that.
Well, they don't need to know that, so we could just tell them that, yeah, he is here.
Yeah, it's like, Nix is here. Nix be traveling around some,
Right, can I...
Yeah, sure.
And then I'll scan the badge and send that too.
Mm-hmm. Essentially, I'm going to say for your failed negotiation, you won't be able to up the reward, but with both the name drop of Nix and also the badge scanning, you would be able to they would offer you the job.
Very well, Adam is happy. He got the money that was listed on the, the career path. Adam is not assigned for negotiation purposes. Would you like to hire a diplomat drone?
One of these days, I'm gonna crack your case open and get a look at your programming.
Oh no, only certified people do that.
I mean, that's exactly what Adam is doing, by the way. He's misspelling Caleb, the text and drawl. He's adding them within, citations.
I'm just kind of going in and trying to actively correct it. Just like, we'll have to work around this, it looks like.
Opening Adam's case would void the warrant.
Oh no, not the warranty.
Right. So, you now have a job and you have a destination. Is there anything any of you wish to do in town, or city, before you head out?